Hi, it's Danny. Hope you're all well. This is the first release of 2021 on Just Underground Recordings, and it's a track called African Mist. And as you can see, we're back in Logic Pro X. So in this video, we're going to take on a little deconstruction tour. We're going to take a look at the elements. We're also going to take a look at my new mastering chain. Because one of the things that I had to do, sadly, because Stuart is super busy with other things, I've actually had to start mastering this stuff myself. Okay, and so the full releases on the new EP have all been mastered by me and using a specific set of plugins, and we'll take a look at those after. So the track is kind of deep, jazzy, Afro house kind of vibe. A number of different musical elements, as you can hear here. I paid particular attention to the programming, the drums and the percussion. I'll show you that soon. And it really just kind of like evolves and grows. There's synth riff coming in here, which adds a real nice kind of vibe to it. And then there are some vocals as well. So I think the best thing to do is just to jump in there, and we'll take a look at how I built this. So coming back to Logic Pro X was one thing, and you know, for me the application has improved a huge amount since I last used it. And also coming back to battery as well. So I wanted to check out the Native Instruments products again. So battery here, I loaded a kit. And in fact, what I did was I just used a couple of elements here. So I'm kind of wasting the instance really, but have a listen. Just 2 kicks. And then what I did was I loaded up another instance of battery. And there are some hi-hats that I programmed in. Note that there are different velocity levels here to add a bit more of an organic vibe to that. Then also another instance of battery. Oh no, in fact, this is Contact. Okay, and actually I just want to show you something here. So when I loaded this up, I went through the Drum Lab library, which is a great collection of real sounding kits. And what I'll do is I'll just solo on that. You can have a listen. So take a look at the different velocity levels. Just to inject a real kind of humanity to what's going on there. And I'll tell you something really interesting is I've started using the keyboard again. Because I'm not using Ableton Live and Push, which is a selection of pads, I'm drawn more to the keyboard. So I was playing these elements in using the keyboard, and also playing the musical elements in, of course, using the keyboard. So I think one of the things about me coming back to Logic has been that it's me coming back to music, which is very interesting. Because I think I was kind of taking shortcuts with Ableton Live. So I've really enjoyed sitting at the piano, playing stuff in. And this is an example of that. So let's bring those other elements back in. Let's take a look at these claps. Another instance of Contact in the Drum Lab. You can see that here. Focus specifically on the claps. These are great. Very expressive. Different velocities again. And then also, let's come back. Let's take a listen to these congas. Another instance of Drum Lab, literally loading up a single conga. Playing at different pitches. You can hear that. There's a real raw tone to these congas that I love. So that is pretty much the beats. There's a couple of elements here that are loops. The phase drums will come on too. Let's take this forward. This is an Apple loop. Bebop Drums, which actually at the moment when they're sitting on top of everything else just add this kind of nice high frequency vibe, which is phased, and I'm using the Logic pedal board. So these are like guitar pedals. The phase tripper is what's adding that phasing. I'll turn it off. In fact, let me solo this just in isolation. So that's with the effect on, off. And then on again. So really I've just added that as a kind of high frequency motion on top of the rest. Shaker. This is programmed in actually. And what did I use for this? This was the African shakers from the Contact Factory library. There is also another patch, woodblock, strangely named Bongo. This is coming from Contact Drum Lab. There we go. Drum Lab's very good actually for percussive sounds. Really like it. There is actually a timbale that comes in every now and again. I'll take it over here. Let's just take this off. Let's have a listen to that. And that was an Apple loop, and you get this occurring at certain points in the track, just to add a sense of a new section coming up. So it's like a fill leading into a new section. And then there's a crash, and this was literally an audio file. So I think we're pretty much done there with the drums, but I really like the vibe on this. Let's just solo all of these together. And we got some musical elements now, so I'm going to solo these. We have an electric bass. This is layered with a sub bass. The higher layer is the Scarby MM bass, and the lower layer is the EFM1. And that's a combination that I've used before because I feel the Scarby bass doesn't have that subby weight. So this is kind of basically having the two working together very nicely to provide what we need. And put a kick on. And you can see that the sub is being compressed with sidechain compression. So we've got whenever the kick hits, the sub is being reduced in volume. Rhodes, let's have a listen to this coming up. This is Contact. Scarby Mark 1 Blue Ballad, can't even say it, Blue Ballad patch. Very nice. As I said, I sat down at the keyboard and played this in. Really nice to be able to get back to that vibe. We've also got this synth. This is coming from Arturia Analog Lab 5. This is the Fusion lead riff, which sounds fantastic actually. Love the sound of that. There's also an organ. Let's come back to this. This is in Contact. It's a basic gospel instrument that's part of the organ collection. There's a whole bunch of these in the vintage organs. You can see that here. In fact, let me just also take solo off. Let's have a listen to all of this in context. When the lead synth comes in, we go through also this passage of going through the Rhodes into the organ, and then we come back with both of them together, but also with the addition of a pad, and that's coming up soon. Once again, using the Analog Lab from Arturia. This is a patch called Ambi Strings 1. You'll hear that soon, and then what I'll do is I'll solo that for you as well. This is much more in those kind of like higher registers. Really complements the Rhodes. Really love that vibe. So this leads down into a section where we have a vocal. And this is one of the supplied Apple loop vocals in the library. And then what I do, I make a copy. And using Apple's flex pitch, which you can see here, I've created new harmonies. You can literally move the pitch up and down. And actually, if you listen to these in isolation, the pitching isn't brilliant, but I love the vibe. I could have literally gone in there and repitched these. You can see the tools that we have when we get onto this section over here. If I drop this down, I could have chosen to use vibrato tool. And then, you can get in there. Let me just find the vocals. Here we go. Just going to show you visually what you can do. You see, you pick this and it goes flatter. So it's not as varying in pitch. But I didn't want to do that because I actually loved the vibe, how it was. But it's a great tool for fixing vocals when they're out of pitch. So these are together. There's a bit of a progression with some different rhythm, different pitch, in fact on this section, and then doubling up again, with a different harmony, and then we kind of strip down a bit here. There we go, so that's the vocal. It's got a slightly different rhythm to it. And then what we do is we kind of build up to the point where there's a new synth that comes in, a couple of elements. There's a sweeping synth here. Once again, analog lab, you can see this sweep down. So you can really hear that timbale coming in. And the other thing that I did, of course, was to drop the beats at that point, just to add emphasis, the sweeps coming down to signify that. And then we have this Arp Descent sound that I really love the sound of. And what I'll do is I'll solo this for you. And this is a contact instrument called Ethereal Earth, and the patch is called Luminosity. Okay, so that's got that nice fast arp on there. What it does, it creates a sustained tension on this section. And really what we're doing now is we're heading towards the end. Obviously, you know, enabling DJs to mix the next tune in, but there is a section where it kind of stops and starts with the vocal. Here we go. So you can see the kick here being used to punctuate certain sections with the crashes. And then what we're looking at from this point here is the section for DJs. It's nice and simple, just repeats over and over again to enable the DJ to come in. But I did miss out on another musical element, which is over here. So let's solo this, a music box. So the music box is little riffs. You can see the parts that I didn't use, and this is an instrument in the factory library called Music Box in the World Collection. So it's used over here as well, just to signify once again a new section coming in. So that's the track. And let me just show you this mastering chain. So you can see it here over on the left-hand side. I've got the BX console, and you know, some of you guys have seen some of my other videos, have seen that this is an SSL G series emulation, and it's designed to give you that whole kind of analog summing. So I've got this on every single track, and then also on the master as a summing device. Then I've got the Drama, and this is the S73. I'm using this for some very gentle multi-band compression, and that's set on this setting here, clean neutral, and very, very small amounts of reduction. You can see that here. That's from Softtube. Next up, Softtube again. This is the Softtube tape. In this track I chose the A type. I like the sound of that for this. I'm using a little bit of high-end boost here. And what I am using is some pitch instability. So this is giving it some very slight pitch variations over time. I really like that. Makes it feel more analog and more organic. And actually also I turned the noise on here. So this has noise from simulated tape deliberately added on top. For the top end I'm using the Slate Digital. For high end here you can see a high sparkle on the high air control here, just a very slight amount. And then for my final mastering limiter, I'm using the Slate FGX. It's been a while since I used this, but I was evaluating different limiters that I've got, and something about this really felt right. And you can see here my RMS is about minus, you can see here that the loudest it got to the average was minus 0.2. which is where I feel it should be. I didn't want to make it too compressed, okay? And then I'm doing, my peak is minus 0.2. So RMS, the average, minus 9.2, and peak 0.2. So that's it, really. This is out on Friday the 12th of February 2021. And this is going to be available on Tracksource, DJs, and then also available on all the streaming platforms. Find it all over the place. So that's it. And there are 3 other tracks on the EP. I'm not sure I'm going to get time to do videos about those. But the other tracks are quite diverse. I hope you like the EP. I certainly like it. I think it sounds great. Very, very happy with it. And if you do have any questions, you know where to put them, just down below in the comment section. And if I do manage to get around to taking a look, I'll certainly try and answer any questions. And apart from that, stay safe and look after yourselves.